And we're back, everyone. So today what we have is we're going to go through a bit of maybe some basic stuff. We're going to talk about the AU. But remember, here what we want to do is we're not just doing the AU for the sake of doing the AU. We're using it as a gateway for other acrobatics, because most of the acrobatics that we're going to have on our list are going to be things that we're going to be upside down on our hands, either spinning, either doing macacos or things like that. So the AU is really, really paramount. It's that building block. If we get the perfect AU, or if we get the AU where we want to build you guys, then it's setting you up for success for the next acrobatics. So before we kind of start with our AU, we're going to progress to that movement, because we're going to talk really, really basic here today. And I'm going to get Chigri here to show some of those progressions here. So we're going to start, I'm going to get him on the ground, and this is a great progression to what we saw from preparation 1, where he's going to be essentially warming up, if you will. So he's using his wrists and his hips, and he's just side shuffling here. And the idea here is to teach ourselves how to put our weight on our wrists. So weight bear on our wrists in that 90-degree, just like that. So once that's understood or warmed up, we're going to move into a relais. So the relais is going to teach us how to kind of turn as we're doing. So one hand to the side, and the hips are doing the same thing, one hip after the other. Just like that. Now, we're going to start to integrate that to push a little bit more off our hands to feel the weight. So Chigri is going to do a little AU, very close to what we just did with our relais, except now he's taking his legs or his feet off of the ground. Now that that's well understood and we're feeling okay, we're going to do what we called a Capoeira AU, or a Capoeira cartwheel, meaning that in Capoeira we have it's best for us to bend the elbows when we're in our upside down position, because we're lower to our center of gravity, so it makes us easier to react and things like that. And this is how you're going to see most things. So let's go into what we would call our normal AU here. All right, so we're looking forward, elbows are bent, and we're stretching the legs to maintain our balance as high as we can bring them above their hips. So it's going to be important that we don't want to send the legs too much in front for now, because our center of gravity is going to be above the hips, going through the head like this. So we want the hips, the legs that are extended, to be as above our hips as we can. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take that same AU and we're going to challenge a little bit of that balance, that center of gravity, by having Chigri tuck his knees in. So we're going to do a tuck AU. Both legs are going to be together and the knees are going to be bent. So he's saving space, and we see a lot of this especially in Angola games, where we don't want to spend a lot of time in the air, or we don't want to open up as much. It serves to protect us. But for this purpose here, it's just meant to teach us to play around with our center of gravity, to develop those skills when we're going to be upside down. Now, the other one that we're going to do here is we're going to move to more of an acrobatic AU. So this is the type of AU that we are going to be using more so for the progression of this series here. So what Chigri is going to do here is now he's going to extend his elbow, and he's going to try to spread the legs as much as he can to almost slow down his momentum here. So let's see this here. Opening up the legs just like that. So really important to extend the elbows, pardon me, and then extend the legs as much as you can to feel that sensation of control that we're going to be using more and more. Excellent. Now we're going to challenge that position even more, and we're going to do what's called an AU fechado, or AU close, where we're not going to switch the legs. The legs are going to be the same as when they start. So Chigri is going to finish on his left leg here. There you go. Now he's going to do the other side, where he's going to finish on his right leg. Just like that. And the last one that is going to be on this little series here is AU into bananeira. We're going to try to hold, keeping those elbows extended. There you go. He can fall on the other side or the same side, it doesn't matter. Very good, thank you, Chiri. And that's it for this little series here. So we're taking one of the most basic movements that we have, one of the things that we'll learn on day one in our Capoeira class, and we're putting layers in so that our body can understand for the next progressions. So in the next videos, we're gonna take what we've learned here and we're gonna spin it on itself. All right, so thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next show.